Ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing EasyDayBot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, EasyDayBot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an easy day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, welcome back to South Boston Speedway here. Warm-up underway for our 60-lap consolation race. My name is Brayton Lasher, calling action tonight with the work of our producer Brett Bullard, working out all of our technical difficulties. We don't have any, I promise. But we want to go ahead and take a quick moment to thank those that make this possible and the sponsors of the Tier 1 Racing League and the Tier 1 Legend Car Series. So, Makoni Setup Shop, the home for setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, event promotion, and more on the iRacing service. Subscriptions available for as low as $8 per month. The official setup shop of eNASCAR and the Makoni NASCAR C-Fix series. MakoniSetupShop.com. Easy Daybot. Stream smarter, chat better, and grow your community with the Easy Daybot. This innovative Twitch and Discord bot takes interaction to the next level, keeping your audience engaged and connected. Don't just stream, build a community with the Easy Daybot. Admin Box is built by iRacers for iRacers for use in league and hosted races. The goal, make race control as easy as possible. Each admin box connects via USB and features pre-programmed combines. That means no key binding at all necessary for setup for race control. The admin box community is made up of over 150 leagues and a lot more members that all have a common mission to run clean races and help each other out. Wrap Surgeon. Need a fresh look for your ride or your brand? Well, Wrap Surgeon has you covered. From stunning car paints to eye-catching logos, we'll make your vision come to life. Wrap Surgeon, where creativity meets precision. Cotterman iRacing Team. Looking to improve your iRacing skills or catch some exciting legend car racing action? Check out the Cotterman iRacing Team on YouTube. From streaming their high-speed battles on the track to delivering top-notch tutorial videos on racing lines, Cotterman iRacing Team has everything you need to take your skills to the next level. Subscribe now and join the action. Tier 1 Studio. Looking to broadcast door races or your events in style? Tier 1 Studio has you covered. With professional quality production and a passion for excellence, we'll bring your events to life. Tier 1 Studio, where champions are showcased. Tier 1 Racing League. Fuel your passion for racing with the Tier 1 Racing League. From intense battles on track to exciting championship payouts. This is the ultimate destination for iRacing enthusiasts, Tier 1 Racing League, where the action never stops. And you can check them out over at Tier1RacingLeague.com. And we got a couple of special events coming on up later this month. Daytona special event, full-length Daytona 500 coming up this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I believe you can go get signed up for that over on the website. Find the Discord, get a hold of Brett, and he'll set you up the T1RL Daytona i500 powered by McConey Setup Shop. And then the Tier 1 Truck Series kicks off next Monday night, week number 1 from Daytona International Speedway. That's going to kick off at 8:45 p.m. EST here on Tier 1 Studio. And we got the race grid coming up. And of note, you want to race in the Tier 1 Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, or the Legend Series as you're watching here, you can go get signed up for those today over on Tier1RacingLeague.com. Of note, we do have 15 drivers that are already in the league, and they have made tonight's 60-lap main event. It's going to kick off the 3 drivers from qualifying. That includes Ryan Bosley, John Barry, and Conrad Huckabee there in the 76. Behind them, 3 drivers from heat number 1. That's going to include last week's runner-up in the Grand Appliance and TV 84, Todd Byer, also last season's champion. Then they're in 5th is going to be none other than the 88 of Robert Barber. And then to his outside in 6th, Scott Formosa. And they're behind them in 7th. Justin Evans in the blue 46, and Jeff narrowly made this event through his heat race. He's going to be rolling off 8th tonight. And John McIntyre rounds out your drivers that made it into the heat races. And then this is going to be your 6 drivers that made it into the consolation. That includes the 97 of Eric Sellers, David Perkiki in the 92, Travis Edwards there in that National Bohemian Admin Box 35, Timmy Martin there in the Southington Tool and Manufacturing 13, Sean Patson there in the Midal, that's all we're going to say about it, 14, and then making the field for the first time this season, rounding out your field in 15th, in the Pit Box, Admin Box, Ginger Sign 61, it's Fish! So the pace truck getting ready to go here. Cautions are on by our lovely race control, Greg Wood. Getting ready to use his admin box. Bosley knows to go on green as the green flag comes out for the second time in feature event competition this season. Bosley leads the field into turn 1. John Barry gets in line, tries to at least behind him, that 17 Tool Manufacturing number 14. Not before Huckabee there is able to slide in with that beautiful looking 76. He's going to go around low in front of the field. No one hits him, and we have a quick caution there to end lap 1. Both Tier 1 Studio replay coming up. See what happens here. Looking at that 76 gray and red car down there. Goes into turn 3. This is below the apron. And he's going to lose it. So this is going to be the exit of turn 2. He's got the Flow Racing machine there behind him. And, you know, there's not going to be any contact here. It's going to turn 3 on cold tires, sends it in a little hot. Get to the left side, it's below the apron, expected the left rear, unsettles, not really able to keep it planted to the ground, and gets loose, and these cars very hard to save, and just like that, around he goes. No contact. Barely, driver barely avoiding it. I believe that's Robert Barber. So some drivers going hard in the outside wall. That's a 35 machine. Did not see that the first time. Travis Edwards, and so they didn't hit Scott, or they didn't hit Huckabee, but they did wreck behind him trying to avoid it. So the 80 Formosa involved, some damage to him, as you know, Sean Patson, that Midal machine, able to drive on through. That was a Tier 1 Studio replay, brought to you by the Tier 1 Racing League. Brian Bosley trying to go back-to-back. Remember last week at Irwindale Outer? Won there last week. He had to work for it, though. So that hard racing number 8 machine got a penalty on a restart. Had to go to the tail end of the field, and it took him 40 laps almost to get back up to the front. Once he got back up there, that was all she wrote. So he's going to be leading the field here, coming to green. John Barry in the 14. Green flag gets out. It's complete lap number 6 here. Ryan Bosley there on the 8. Leads John Barry as Barry's falling back from the outside. That's going to move Robert Barber, the Flow Racing 88, up to second. John McIntyre looking low, looking inside. able to steal that third spot, and John Barry has fallen from second to fourth on this restart. Bosley leads Barber in 1 and 2. Burkiki from 11th on the starting grid all the way up to 5th in that hard race, number 92. He's hard charging. And see the battle in the train lining up behind him. That's Justin Evans in the blue 46. The Fish machine of the 61, the pit box and admin box machine. And the yellow dwarf shoulder 97, Eric Sellers. Toyota Redlands 76 of Huckabee is working his way up through the field right behind Fish there. So Huckabee up a handful of spots since that restart already. But it's all Brian Bosley up front. See that the pack here kind of starting to form, which is one big train. You can work your way on the outside if you need to. This track, though, doesn't really have a whole lot of progressive banking. The banking is pretty level as you go from the bottom to the top. So you don't get a whole lot of benefit from moving up to a higher groove. It's all about where the grip is, and 99% of the time will be at the bottom. It's not like Urbandale where you can run up high, you can run down low. Team side by side back here. 4th, 3rd, that's John McIntyre in the 2. John Barry there in the 14. Behind them, though, they're trying to sort out themselves. David Burkiki in the 92, holding off the 46 of Justin Evans. Justin Evans here trying to not only play offense, but play defense, because that 61 of Fish is going to get loose right behind him. Round Fish goes in turn 4, no caution yet. Slow rolling on the lower side of the track. Able to get it rolling and able to yellow flag. We'll get the replay though and see what happened. Just gets loose on his own accord. So the pit box, admin box machine is going to take it to pit road here. Just gets on the power though too early. So the feature is going great. Started dead last and was inside the top 10, and just like that, he's going to be a handful of laps down and we're hoping for a caution. Already a quarter of the way through this one, we saw it in the heat races. I don't know if we heard it, but we saw it that the heat races went by pretty quick. And this race is just no other. 16-second lap times around here. You know, South Boston, very historic track. Opened for over 60 years. It opened up all the way back in 1957. It holds all kinds of series and events. Currently hosts the Cars Tour, the Smart Modified Tour, and more. But this track has hosted every NASCAR series from the Cup Series to the ARCA Menard Series and everything in between, from the Whelen Modifieds, the Southeast Series, the SRX Series, the ASA Tour, and more. So, looking as far as track records go, these guys are actually pretty quick. The track record is set by Tommy Catalino in a NASCAR Whelen Modified at a 14 flat, almost second lap. So these guys are just a couple seconds off that, and again, they have a lot less horsepower and a lot smaller tire. So looking at the lap times of Ryan Bosley, your leader, compared to second place of Robert Barber, it's pretty close. Typically, Bosley able to kind of be a little quicker here and there, but Barber actually having the better average as far as the recent lap times go. So he's closing in, got to make up 7/10 though. And it's all these two up front. Ryan Bosley and Robert Barber have built a 2-second advantage over third place of John McIntyre in the Miller Lite number 2 machine. So it's all Bosley up front. Behind them, talked about them a second ago, McIntyre, but behind them is going to be John Barry there in the 17 Tool Manufacturing 14. Try and get in the final podium position here. Try and get that interview in about 40 laps time. Behind the 14 of Barry is David Burkiki from 11th on the starting grid inside the top 5. And he's looking for that podium. He might get it if he's able to work his way around this team in front of him. Doesn't have a whole lot of pressure, a little bit of a gap to Justin Evans and Eric Sellers out back. But one driver who's putting the pressure on Sellers, that's going to be the 76. Saw him go up the track. Conrad Huckabee there toward the Redlands 76. Saw that lap 1 spin, work his way from the back to the front here. And let me tell you, the back bumper on that 76, the front and the back, have gotten pretty used up through this race to kind of tell you how his race is going. Typically you want the front bumper to look pretty worn up, not the back one too. You see Todd Byer, last week's second place finisher, started inside the top 5, currently running 9th, just inside the top 10. So trying to make up some points on Bosley. It's not going his way. Travis Edwards behind him there in 10th. Got in that lap 1 incident in National Bohemian Admin Box 35 machine. Trying to do what he can. Looking behind these guys to see him there. The blue 13 of Timmy Martin. Teammates to the 14 of John Berry. Berry in 4th, Martin in 11th. So trying to close that gap. Maybe get a teammate top 5 behind Martin, though. It's 19. The blank red and white 19 of Jeff Nairn in 12th. And then last car on the lead lap. Not going to say much more than it's a Midol machine of Sean Patchen. Running 13th. And Scott Formosa and Fish. They're in 14th and 15th. Formosa is 1 lap down from that up one incident, and Fish, we saw his incident a little bit ago. Currently 6 laps down. So we are already nearing the halfway mark, and it's been all Ryan Bosley. Bosley got the pole bonus, that 1 bonus point. He got the lead a lap bonus, and he's trying to make sure he's going to be guaranteed to get lead the most laps bonus. Not just lap. He is going to make sure that no one else gets a lead lap bonus. They're trying to carry a pretty healthy points advantage going into race number 3 next week. Leave at Nashville Fairgrounds, and then we're going to go to Langley and Hickory. So some pretty exciting tracks coming up on the first portion of the schedule. 10 races in total. Each race 60 lap main events. All go by pretty quick when you're not wrecking left and right. Last week, over half the laps completed were under caution. This week, it's a different story. It's been clean and green throughout this entire field, and one driver being clean and green right now, the leader, Bosley. But behind them, that's where it's getting exciting. John McIntyre, side by side there for 3rd in the 2. To his inside, it's John Berry in the 14. Justin Evans trying to follow Berry through in the 46, looking inside of McIntyre. McIntyre staying high, not able to get the whole low that he needs. There goes John Berry, still in the final podium position. McIntyre starting to fall back now. Tire wear is the name of the game. Who took care of the tires and who didn't, as McIntyre has his right sides all over the loose rubber up the racetrack, not able to get any power down, not able to get any turn in. He is falling like someone has taken a belt anchor and attached to his back bumper, now down 2 spots. One driver says, I'm going to take a piece of the pie as well. That's David Berkicki in the 92. Now inside of John McIntyre. And to not make matters any better, here comes Eric Sayers all over the back bumper of Berkicki. So Berkicki's going to stall out a little bit. It's going to allow McIntyre to maybe fight for the position, but he's got to get down low. This inside groove is the way to go. That's how you got to make the pass. That's how you got to play defense. And McIntyre losing the spot now to Berkicki. Eric Sayers in the 97 following him through. McIntyre, he's tired of losing spots. He's loosey-goosey up there, gets in the rubber, gets in the loose stuff, goes up the racetrack, and he's going to lose another spot. Here comes Huckabee, your 2nd or 3rd place starter, now working around McIntyre. McIntyre is bleeding, and he is bleeding fast. Nothing he can do. Was 3rd about 4 laps ago, now running 8th. And here comes another driver, Todd Byer, trying to pick up a free position from the number 2. So McIntyre has something wrong with his car. Ill handling, too much rubber on the right side tires. Is not having a good time at all. So looking at Justin Evans and John Berry going back up to this battle for the last podium position. 2 tenths separate them, and then Robert Barber is only half second up the track. Meanwhile, 3 seconds up the track is Ryan Bosley. So Justin Evans all over Berry, and that's the man they're chasing there. The 88 of Robert Barber in the Flow Racing Machine. So Barber not having the speed he had earlier, a hair slower than Berry and Evans last time by. So we're going to have a 3-way battle here for 2 podium positions as we are coming to 20 laps to go next time by for Bosley. So you see Barber there wrapping the bottom, trying to get as low as he can, front to front. Tires up on that machine. Nothing he can really do about it now. Just have to hope for a caution and hang on for dear life. No one has done a better job, though, than Bosley to lead every lap. And you see the gap is only going to get bigger and bigger as these 3 cars battle for second. Barber falls back to the front bumper of John Berry. John Berry gives a bumper love or a bumper tap there to Robert Barber. And Robert Barber just trying to take some hair off the top. John Berry trying to look outside, not quite able to make some magic happen, maybe run the diamond line, get momentum off the corner. Nothing able to happen that time. Justin Evans is kind of sitting here casually there. Getting loose at the track, though, way high and wide, as here comes Eric Sellers from the 5th spot. He's going to have a green flag pit stop. So an unscheduled pit stop for him. Not sure the reason. We'll have to see if, maybe this is a strategy call. These drivers should be good on fuel, so I don't expect it to be for fuel. Maybe got a meatball flag for just burning too much of the right front up. So tire wear. The game. He called out he was pitting a lap previously. So, I mean, it was intended. He just says, I'm coming down. He's going to get some fresh tires. He's back out on track. See what the game plan is there for Sellers? These tracks are all under a mile in length, so pit stops, they're going to lose a lap under green no matter what, maybe even 2. So he rejoins the track right in front of Bosley, as Bosley bit of a bobble from their leader. As here comes the 88 from inside the top 3, Robert Barber. Maybe they weren't good on fuel. Maybe it's a meatball flag, as more drivers are coming down pit lane. Here comes McIntyre in the 2, and here comes the 76 of Huckabee. Huckabee was involved in that first lap incident, so he's been down pit lane once already. The 19 of Jeff Nairn as well. So we'll see what everyone's pitting for. I think it might just be fuel. Here comes your leader, Bosley, down, so that everyone's making a fuel stop, it looks like. I don't think they were expecting to have to make a fuel stop, and just like that, green flag pit stops in the short track series, in the Tier 1 Legend car series here at South Boston. I don't think anyone practiced for this. It's going to be a turn of events for sure, as John Barry inherits the lead. I believe he still has to pit. We'll see where they cycle through. Remember, some drivers did pit on the lap 1 incident, but I think that was, too less of a deficit. It's almost contact there. That's Huckabee trying to get his lead lap back from Barry. Barry coming in this time, low and slow in that 14 machine. There goes Evans around in the 46. Actually decides, I'm going to make a hard left turn, get some fries with a milkshake with that. 4 tires and fuel. So give the lead to Todd Byer. Byer still has to pit, but he wanted that bonus point for leading a lap at least. Heartbreaking for Bosley, because he was going to be absolutely dominant and not allow anyone else to lead a lap. And unfortunately, green flag pit stops thought differently. So this might be the only time we see green flag pit stops this season. I don't think that was meant to happen, as Bosley should inherit the lead, as Byer still out on track, and as Byer's been saving him, we just haven't known it. He's been running just inside the top 10 all night long. Might be waiting for a caution. Caution right now. He would trap 10 drivers a lap down. So we'll see if Todd Byer is able to go the distance. Travis Edwards there in 3rd in the 53 machine. He was also involved in that lap 1 incident, so we might be watching a fuel mileage race unfold before our very own eyes. Mentioned Byers hasn't had the speed that he's used to, so it's going to come down to these 3 drivers there. Byer, Edwards in the 13th, Timmy Martin in the Southington Tool and Manufacturing Corporation, trying to manufacture a win off the fuel mileage here. Coming to 5 laps to go for Byer, less than 2.5 miles in total. Ryan Bosley is 16 seconds back, running 4th, first car on fresh tires and a full tank of fuel. So Byer might be going for the upset, might have been just running slow all race long to conserve the fuel, might be able to get a win out of it. Coming to 4 laps to go. Can Byer pull off the fuel miracle? He's going to look a little bit loose. He's got lap traffic in front of him. Actually, that's not lap traffic, that's Ryan Bosley. So he might be able to put Bosley lap down as well. Bosley on fresh tires in the 8 machine, so it should pull away. But Todd Byer coming to 3 laps to go. Made the miracle happen. It's going to be a magical moment if it does. Edwards there in 2nd, Timmy Martin in 3rd. Sean Paxton's taken to the garage of note. And listening for the bobble from Todd Byer. Neither driver in this podium position, Travis Edwards in 2nd, Timmy Martin, neither one of them have really the fuel to push, I'd imagine. 2 laps to go here. 0.8 of a mile for Byer. I mean, he can almost coast and at least finish within the lead lap, I'd imagine. Going through 3 and 4 here, he's going to get the white flag. Todd Byer might do the impossible. He might have stayed in that field this entire race. No one thought to do it except for him, Edwards, and Martin. White flag is in the air for Todd Byer. Last season champ looking to pull the upset here at South Boston. Doesn't lead a lap until the final 10 laps. Going into turn 3 for the final time. A bit of a bobble, but able to put the hammer down, and Todd Byer's going to steal it from Ryan Bosley. Travis Edwards there in second, Timmy Martin rounding out your podium. I am absolutely speechless right now. I don't think we're expecting a fuel mileage race. We're going to have to talk to Byer, Edwards, Martin, and see if we can even get aboard to Bosley and see if that's what happened. Bosley was looking to have a perfect night. Bonus point for the pole, bonus point for leading lap, and bonus point for leading the most laps. And he was going to try and lead every single one, but Todd Byer said, not only are you not going to lead every lap, but you're not even going to finish on the podium. So we're going to let Todd Byer buy it down. See what I did there? That's pretty good. You see the podium finishers there along the front stretch. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get awarded them and official results.
Take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MaconiSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.
Welcome back to the virtual South Boston Speedway here in South Boston, Virginia. My name is Breakmaster, calling the action all of tonight, and we just saw Todd Byer get a win. Also working the controls as a producer is Brett Bullard, and mentioned it time and time again. The man, the myth, the legend, Todd Byer did the unthinkable. We didn't think it was going to be a fuel mileage race. It just so happened to be that way after almost 55 laps of green flag racing, and Todd Byer, I'm at a loss for words, able to win over Travis Edwards and Timmy Martin there in third. The most magical moment, though, is Ryan Bosley. Qualifies up front, leads over 40 laps, and doesn't even get on the podium. Last car on the lead lap as well. Eric Sellers there in fifth to move up 5 spots from his starting position. Robert Barber in the Flow Racing 88. John Barry there in seventh in the 14 machine. Cessna Evans in that blue 46. He's going to finish 8th. Scott Formosa comes back from a lap 1 incident. He's going to finish 9th. I think Formosa was actually on that same fuel strategy. He got trapped a lap down from that lap 1 incident. David Berkicki rounds out your top 10. Kyron Huckabee never recovers really from a lap 1 spin. He's going to finish 11th. Jeff Nairn there in 12th. John McIntyre finishes 13th. Fish in the admin box, pit box number 61, finishes 14th. And rounding out your field in the Midal machine, it's Sean Patchen. We'll take a quick word, and Todd Byer, I didn't think it was going to be a fuel mileage race. You left me at a lack of words up here in the commentator's booth, but how did you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I just made the call. I mean, I think if there would have been more cautions, you would have been able to stretch it out, and I think that's what the other guys were going for out there. I think everybody didn't trust that we were all going to keep the cars below us, which everybody did a hell of a job. I was counting down the laps going, all right, when are these guys pulling in? When are they pulling in? So it was I usually that backfires on me. So it was nice to actually get one.
I'm not gonna lie, you had me fooled. I thought it just sucked tonight. I was like, he practiced great, he qualified great, he's running terribly low. And all of a sudden we're sitting here, we're counting off the laps, 10 to go, 5 to go. I'm like, here's Todd Byer. He's got to pit, he's got to pit, he's got to pit, and you never did. And you still had enough fuel left for burnout.
Yeah, I went in on the first caution. I don't know if you caught that. I went in and just took a splash of fuel, which I actually screwed up. I went in and accidentally forgot to uncheck the box. And so it started overfilling, and I stopped it just in time. So I was probably 18 laps too much. So I was a little bit heavier than the other guys, but I just got out there and just said, all right, we're just going to prance this car around the track like a ballerina, protect the tires, and hopefully I got something for the other guys that are on the same fuel strategy. And it turned out that I had a little more rubber on the tires than they had.
That is incredible. Congratulations, your first win of the season. You were so close last week.
Yeah.
To bring home a victory here in week number 2 at South Boston. Who do you got to thank?
Yeah, I can't talk today. Admin Box, Apollo Legends League, Grand Appliance, Cotterman iRacing, the Hard Legends group, and I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. I'm dealing with a bit of a head cold right now, so I'm not really thinking straight tonight, boys.
I'll say thank you for taking the time to race with us, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us. And real quick, I did want to point out, last season, you won the Season 1 championship. The first win that season was race number 2. So you're off to a great start for going back.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, thank you, Todd, and I'm sure we'll be talking again this season.
See you next week, guys.
That's Todd Byer, tonight's winner. Coming home in second, it's going to be Travis Edwards in the 35. Travis, at what point did you realize the miracle was going to happen?
It was probably after we got to lap 40 or 50 where I realized, everybody's got to get fuel at this point. If it stays green, they're not going to take tires. If they did, I was in for a world of hurt, that's for sure.
So you're sitting there running second behind Byer. Did you think that Byer, or did you know that Byer was good, or was there anything you could have done differently to go and chase down Todd?
Oh no, me and Byer, we're teammates. We run about 3 or 4 leagues together every week. So me and Todd are real close. He actually helped push me to a win on Saturday. So I wasn't going to force the situation and possibly cause us both to wreck, because I would have been in the doghouse for that one. That's for sure.
Say that a Cotterman iRacing teammates, I believe, there. So anybody want to take a moment to thank for the second place run here tonight?
Oh yeah, I want to thank everyone here at Tier 1. We've had great racing so far this season. Had a great season last season. Everybody at Hard. It's a great Legends community that'll help every driver out. And I think that's about it.
Well, congratulations on your second place run, and talk about a great points gain here in race number 2.
Yeah, man. No complaints from me. Hopefully we can keep it going through the rest of the season.
Thank you, Travis.
Thank you.
And rounding out your podium tonight, it's like number 13, Timmy Martin. Timmy, you were running not very high up the running order for most of this race, and you sit here and you pull off the upset with a third place finish.
Yeah, I lucked out. My strategy was to pit early, take gas, and I never would have thought it would have stayed green after that first caution, but I lucked out.
Then you're sitting there about lap 35, lap 40, start seeing guys pit. At what point do you realize, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a podium?
Honestly, I didn't know how many people pitted at the first caution, so I wasn't sure where I was going to end up. But then when everybody started pitting and I saw just Travis and Todd ahead of me, I knew it was just us three. Just had to not wreck.
Definitely, you did what you had to do, and you did it right, bringing home your first podium finish of the season. And you barely made the show. You're one of the last drivers making it through the consolation race to taking home a podium. So big points tonight for you, and congratulations on the third place finish. Anybody you want to thank?
Just Southington Tool and Gamco Electric, and my teammate John for always earful of encouragement.
Shout out John there. So I appreciate you taking time to speak with us. And I'm not going to lie, looking at that Southington Tool teammates there, you and John, thought we were talking to John tonight, but Timmy Martin at 13 pulling off the upset podium.
All right, thanks, guys. Great broadcast.
Thank you, Timmy. And real quickly here, we're going to see if we can catch a award with the man who was dominant all night long. He set quickest time in qualifying, second quickest in practice, and led almost over 40 laps. If he didn't get over 40 laps, Ryan Bosley to come home fourth tonight.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we had a pretty good race, and I was expecting at least one more caution, if not a couple, based on how loose some of the cars were in the heats. So didn't happen that way, but made the most of it.
So he came in tonight at 0 points leader, and we were talking about how dominant he was at 46 laps. I said, man, Bosley's not only going to get the most laps led bonus, but he's not even going to let anyone else get a leading a single lap bonus. And they're sitting there to pit on lap 46. And did you realize that other people that had pitted earlier on the lap 1 caution were in a better fuel position than you? Or how did that play out?
Yeah, they decided to go in pretty quietly, and by the time I realized it, I says, well, we're lining up, I'll probably get the next caution, but there never was the next caution, so I knew they were in a better spot than me, so I just tried to maximize my time out there waiting for something to happen, because I knew I'd probably be at least one lap down anyways, no matter what time of the race I pitted, so I just tried, but wasn't the right one this time.
Well, it's so close to going back-to-back, but ultimately finished fourth here tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, well, thank all you guys for putting this on. All the guys from Hard Racing over in the other Discord I'm in. They always help me out with feeling out the cars and the tracks. And, just everybody for running a clean race is really respectful out there.
Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. And thank you, as you mentioned, for putting on a clean race and putting on a good race.
All right, no problem. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, Ryan. As Ryan Bosley in the Hard Racing number 8 machine finishes fourth tonight after leading 46 laps. Well, next week, we're going a little down south. We've gone from the West Coast, we've gone to the East Coast, and now we're going yeehaw, and we're getting our dancing boots on, and we're going to Nashville Fairgrounds January 21st with an 8:45 broadcast start time. You can get in on the action as well, going to tier1racingleague.com. Get a hold of the Discord there, find Brett, and also get signed up for this weekend's T1RL Daytona I-500 presented by Makoni Setup Shop. That is this Sunday with a 2 p.m. Eastern, broadcasted here on the Tier 1 studio as well. So looking forward to getting those events under our belts. And remember, go sign up, tier1racingleague.com. Just that easy. And then next Monday night as well, starting the Tier 1 Truck Series at Daytona International Speedway, 8:45 start for that. Next Monday, January 20th, also here on Tier 1 Studio. I want to go ahead and take this time to thank all of our drivers for participating tonight. All the drivers put on a great show, a fantastic show. It was clean, over 55 laps of green flag racing. Brett Bullard for working the controls as our producer. Greg Wood for working the control as the race control. He wasn't using that admin box a whole lot tonight. And thank you to all of our series sponsors as well. My name is Brent Last to call to action tonight, and we will see you next time.
Ready to take your Twitch and Discord experience to the next level? Introducing Easy Daybot, your ultimate bot for seamless interaction. Whether you're live on Twitch or chatting on Discord, Easy Daybot's dynamic responses open up a whole new world of possibilities. Engage with your community like never before through unique prompts, custom reactions, and endless fun. It's the bot that understands you. Make every day an Easy Day download now at easydaybot.com.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
We now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to the Tier 1 Racing League, where precision, competition, and innovation come together to create the ultimate iRacing experience. Every race, every battle, and every moment in T1TS, T1L, T1X, and special events is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, the premier destination for professional high-quality broadcasts. Tune in and experience racing like never before. Explore everything we have to offer at Tier1RacingLeague.com. From race schedules and standings to event galleries and league signups, it's all there at your fingertips. Join the competition, watch the action, be part of the legacy. Tier 1 Racing League, where champions are made.